Starting a business can be one of the most expensive things that you can do, which is why I always encourage entrepreneurs, don't piss away money. All right, so I have $50,000 to start a business. I'm gonna pay my attorneys $20,000 to set it up properly. Then I'm gonna hire an accountant for $10,000. Then I'm gonna hire this agency to build my website. You have $50,000 to start a business. You spent all of it before you actually did any business stuff. No. When you start a business, you have to understand the value of a dollar and try to treat yourself like an Eagle Scout in the middle of a camping trip, in the middle of the woods. Because I think when I was a kid, being an Eagle Scout, camping in the middle of the woods, that really teaches you how much you can do with very, very little. So channel that energy into business. Meaning if I had $50,000 to start a business, I would probably go on like GoDaddy and buy an email and buy a website. All right, so like 50 bucks. I'd build a website to maybe like Squarespace or WordPress. All right, so like $30, $40 max. Boom, so I've spent essentially $100. Now I have $49,900. I would use that to maybe get an office space because you always report an office, remote work is fake. Then I'd probably hire a bunch of interns or college students to help me out. Usually it can be free if you can get away with that. Then use that money to invest in my business. Would I spend all that money on Google Ads? Hell no, so stupid. I'd probably use that to invest in small little different things in my business, such as maybe hiring a quick consultant to help us set up a sales strategy. Maybe I buy a CRM system. Maybe I get it up with a different little tech stack and I do some outbound prospecting. If you really are gonna start a business, I would not spend all this money on stupid stuff in the beginning. I would start very, very small and act like you have no money and then build upon that. Don't spend money on ads. Don't hire fancy attorneys and accountants to do things right. You can do things properly yourself or using like some simple online services. Do not hire attorneys. So many people spend so much money before the business like begins. So just bet on yourself, be cheap.